President Trump has been constantly bombarded with the Epstein issue lately, even during his time relaxing in Scotland.
28 times. I never went to the island, but Larry Summers, I hear, went there. He was the head of Harvard. And many other people that are very big people. Nobody ever talks about them. I never had the privilege of going to his island.
Trump believed this is a hoax and orchestrated by some Democrats.
You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen?
No, it's not the attorney general. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier that turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net.
However, it was actually Elon Musk who first raised the issue of the Epstein case recently, even though he later publicly apologized, realizing that he shouldn't have been the first one to bring up the issue. What prompted Elon Musk to do this? It's very probably related with the BBB. By his honor, President Trump's solemn command, the one big, beautiful bill, was finally dragged across the finish line just before the national holiday. This involved the Senate burning the midnight oil like it was an all-night poker game, with his loyal Vice President J.D. Vance stepping in to deliver the critical tie-breaking vote.
On this vote, the yeas are 50 and the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the motion is agreed to.
The House, not to be outdone in the obedience department, immediately followed suit.
The motion is adopted. Adopted.
Ensuring the president could enjoy a truly big, beautiful night of fireworks with his First Lady, knowing his legislative masterpiece was finally complete. The Big Brothers Bill. Oh, sorry, the Big Boastful Bill. No, Big Brutal. Raisin. Anyway, the bill is His Honor President Trump's crowning political ambition. It also seems to be the reason that made His Honor departed with his match made in heaven, the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. Let's review the highlights and lowlights of this most unexpected political romance.
Still remember the day just last July, you posted your admiration for me on your X. Bold and direct, quite my style. It must have been my unparalleled valor, my sheer, fearless nature that made you all in me.
Oh, come on. Based on what my X users are saying, it looks like the Republican Party very probably won the election. You know, people like me shouldn't have a political inclination. I'm politically neutral. See? I just back the horse that's already halfway across the finish line, whether it's red, blue, or plaid with polka dots.
Then why all the massive endorsements? Smart cookie. If you already knew I was going to win anyway.
Actually, he endorsed me very strongly, and we love him. He's a smart cookie.
Well, Mr. President, if I hadn't made such a convincing show of support, how else was that official post going to materialize?
I will create a government efficiency commission task. And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that.
And in any case, Elon, you've helped me achieve something truly spectacular, truly unprecedented. I am now the first presidential candidate in history to receive the most public donations. Isn't that incredible?
So this is how you treat me, Mr. President? Targeting my cars? Threatening my rocket contracts?
Not everybody wants an electric car. I don't want an electric car. He's losing his EV mandate, and he's very upset about things, but, he could lose a lot more than that. I can tell you right now. Hey, Elon can lose a lot more than that.
Easy, Elon, easy. You know I've always been nothing but honest, nothing but fair to you. Remember when we fought side by side? You treated my challenge just like it was your own.
President Trump must win. Honestly, you want to just be a pest. Just be a pest to everyone you know, people on the street, everywhere. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote. Thank you.
You were practically bouncing with excitement. Looked like a big boy on that rally stage. I mean, I've always been affirming you. And when we finally won, I took you to see the boxing match. Like, you just sat by my side. Not even Mike Johnson got that seat. He always knows how to set the perfect scene for me, you know?
President, this is the gavel we use to enact the big, beautiful bill, and I want you to have that for your
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Are you ready?
Still at the inauguration, I put you front and center in the whole Congress, praising your amazing work at DOGE.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. DOGE.
Do you forget how shy you looked then?
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
I let all the Republicans bask in their admiring and respectful sights of you, and all the Democrats felt that bitter soreness about our close, very close relationship.
And we've taken back the money.
I'm not as addicted to those empty praisements as you, Mr. President.
Empty? Elon, that's not empty. That's spiritual. And people, frankly, cannot live without spirituals.
Getting started.
Even if by your logic, I gave you plenty of solid, concrete things too. I granted you rights, power that even went above cabinet members. Remember how I protected you right there, in front of everyone?
Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, well, throw him out of here.
I clarified on TV that you were totally innocent and that your cars were excellent, even though I personally never drive, and certainly not those cars.
You want to penalize him in an economic sense, and I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it.
Granting me rights? Come on, Mr. President. Most days, I felt less like a cabinet-level advisor and more like your personal hatchet man. And frankly, a more traffic-generating hatchet man than even Peter Grace. At least he had a grace in his name and worked in a graceful department.
When we came up with this little number called the Grace Commission, and that put some of them right back in intensive care. The impact that you've had in this city is testimony to your own dedication and to that of your leadership. Now, right here, somebody suggested that I mention that when I asked Peter Grace to take on the responsibility of running this commission, I had no idea the kind of energetic but healthy troublemaking I was contracting for. I'm sure they must have been kidding. I mean, anybody who knows Peter Grace for more than 5 minutes knows that he is not a man who, well, let me see how I can phrase this. He's not a man who dislikes taking things to their logical conclusion. And that's exactly what Peter and all of you have done.
But me? Doge? Are you indicating I earned a lot by selling digital dog coins? Or are you simply confirming I'm nothing but your dog?
Oh, Elon, how could you say words like that? It's so mean. I gave you the golden key in the Oval Office just to save both our reputations. But you just let the disgrace keep going.
People, and I thought I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country. Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Oh, seriously? Do you really mean that? Do you want people to say I'm a big idiot who spent $300 million for a simple math job with a meager salary, worked only 4 months, and then just got fired?
Well, I have to admit, you've done a great job with Biden's math.
Swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
But you shouldn't have done mine.
I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill.
Look, You could have kept your position, but you weren't patient enough. Just look what you have done.
Tell me, why not Gary Shapley?
You know I hate whistleblowers.
This is a sham and shouldn't be allowed. It was a situation that was caused by people that shouldn't have allowed it to happen. I want to find out who is the whistleblower.
But he blew the whistle on Biden, and Biden is the one you hate most, isn't he?
No, I don't hate Biden. I love him. If it weren't for him, who would I blame?
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
Well then, what about NASA?
NASA is very important. We have great people. General Kane is going to be picking somebody with our, we'll be checking him out.
Without me, you couldn't have won the election.
Well, it might be, but without them, I couldn't be the presidential candidate. Elon, you really need to learn from them. They are political talents.
I'm always going to be loyal to the president, and I hope that eventually Elon kind of comes back into the fold.
If Elon sticks to rockets, I'll stick to finance, and I am confident that this bill is going to pay down the debt. And there were 50 senators who weren't threatened by his words, and Vice President Vance stepped in. They broke the tie in the Senate, and now we're moving into the House. And President Trump has shown incredible leadership on this, and in conjunction with Leader Thune, Speaker Johnson, I think that they're going to hold the majorities together and push this forward.
You made me.
Well, if you'd stuck to...
We could lose a lot more than that. I can tell you right now. Hey, Elon can lose a lot more than that.
America Party? Too ridiculous. To be realistic, you should pre-write a constitution for Mars. And you must remember to add that people who weren't born on Mars have the right to run for presidential election.